Welcome back to The Match, a World in Conflict special, exclusive only here on XLEAGUE TV. Now, Team Dignitas are in the match arena, they're warming up, so let's see what they have to say for themselves.
We're pre-match before one of the biggest games in World of Conflict history. Dignitas taking on a German all-star side, boasting the German Wayne Rooney. Moyes of Dignitas, are you afraid?
Not at all. At the moment, we're CPL champions. We've won 2 World Tour stops. We go into this game very confident.
What has been the key to your success so far?
Probably the fact we committed to the game straight away. We heard about the first tour stop in Verona, Italy. We took the risk of going there when no one knew anything about the game apart from maybe a couple of hours testing. And we went there, we won, and we've been playing it ever since. And we're in a solid position today to face this German side.
Now, this German side have some of your rivals in it. They have Mew, the infamous German Warcraft player. Are you afraid of them in the fact that their reputations perhaps dwarf you?
I would say afraid isn't a word we like to use. We give people respect for the gamers, the time that these gamers put into, Warcraft 3 I think is one of their big games, but if they're putting some time into this, we equally respect them for the skills they bring into the game. RTS in general, you will do well at World in Conflict.
Moyes, I wish you all the best. Fly the flag for us.
Thank you, will do.
Plenty of confidence there from Team UK. Not something you usually associate when you're taking on the Germans. But the time for talking is finished. Let's go over to the commentary team of Mike Benbenek and Stuart Saw.
It's Dignitas taking on Germany here in the biggest match in World in Conflict. It's the very best that the Germans have to offer against the reigning CPL champions. It's nothing short of a clash of the titans. And, well, to bring it all to you, my name is Stuart and I'm joined by Mike. Mike, what can we expect to see here on this first map?
Well, we're going to see 2 Titans go to war here, and of course places to watch for on the hometown, the first map here is of course the bridge right in the center of the map. Both teams, the US of course is going to spawn right over here. They're going to move in, try to take the town square. The USSR is also going to move in towards the south town from the bottom of the map there, and whoever gets that bridge gets control of the game.
Now, we can already see the reinforcements coming in. Those blue dots that are flashing on your screen, that's the players spawning in. They've picked their reinforcements and they're ready to go. And soon, they will start making their move. You can slowly but surely see the units incoming, and the bridge is where it's all going to kick off. Here goes the air-to-air battle as the helicopters go into duel right above the bridge, and that's the first. That bridge, it may not be standing for long. It is going to be destroyed eventually, but as you see the tanks sneaking up towards that bridge, the first attempts to pull it away are going to begin.
Right now, the USSR is throwing some heavy armor right up the center of the bridge. They're flanked by some air support. But the US going really hard in there, too, with some air support and some tanks, too. Both teams setting up some players coming south down the map from the dam. And the Russians trying to take the sawmill.
Here we go. We have ourselves incoming artilleries to clear out that bridge, and this bridge is become a graveyard sooner or later. Goes down, hits the deck as the bomb goes through, and there goes the bridge. And that will be sole control of the bridge now going the red way. Now let's just break it down for you if you've never seen a game of World in Conflict before. It's the Americans versus the Russians, and the way you have to take control of this game is by getting these circles. You see 2 of them here. There are 10 of them on the map that you have to take control of. 5 points for these teams, and you have to control 2 of each to take the point. And the Reds go up against the Blues in earnest, and right now we're at a 50-50 game, as it's pretty even.
The bridge taken out there, quite unbelievable. No team really taking advantage of it quite yet, though. The town square currently owned by the US, Southtown owned by the Russians, and the gas station and sawmill are still quite up for grabs.
Now, the bridge right here is where it's all going to kick off. Fire coming in from either side will make its way down as we have the shot coming forward. Reinforcements will come in on either side of it, but as we go down into the bridge, you can see quite clearly that it is an open graveyard, which is currently controlled by the USSR. The German side do have control of that bridge, no matter what Dignitas can throw at them. Reinforcements coming in the shape of paratroopers making their way down. You have the tanks firing in and helicopters laying down all the fire that they can possibly muster, and that means that for the as the napalm strike comes in, we're going to see another shot going in as the Dignitas side, who are the CPL champions, are really on the back foot on the bridge position, and with that napalm strike could be on the back foot further out.
Both teams taking advantage of the tactical assists. Right now, the U.S., lots of airborne infantry being dropped and some airstrikes being sent in. The U.S. slowly taking a lead now. 55% of the map's controlled by them. 16:45 remaining.
Now looking at the overhead here, this bridge position currently controlled by this one German player. However, this white dot that you're seeing around here is not the case, does not mean they have control of it. If they were to take it, that would shift that 58 to 42 symbol that you see on the very top of your screen all the way back. But right now, Dignitas just have the edge as they start to press home their advantage.
Dignitas really taking advantage now of the gas station area and the sawmill. They're trying to push in. They're actually almost pushing into the south town now. They have some infantry heading into the town. Actually capturing some more circles right now in the south town. 62% they lead by. So 63 now. An airdrop light tank's going to be thrown in there by the U.S. Really taking advantage of the tactical assist. We're not really seeing that from the USSR, so a lot being determined by that right now.
Let's take a listen to those Dignitas guys, because right now they're in the driving seat. How are they going to press home this advantage?
Yeah, I'll go for the bridge.
Put type busters on it.
Okay, guys, forest. Still got a lot of units in the forest.
Just taking it out of the air.
You hear them talking about the forest. That's this position right up here around the sawmill. One red circle, and here's the second red circle. What does that mean? That means that the USSR, the Germans, control this position. You see reinforcements coming in, and this German all-star team are under heavy fire as the infantry go for it, but they're taking long-range artillery shots that'll pick them off, and the helicopters eat them up for breakfast as the Germans reclaim that position. And now, well, they're holding on. They're clutching at straws, the Germans. I think if you take a look at your overhead map view there, that they really are all over the place right now.
Right now, the south town, the sawmill, they're all up for grabs. No team taking those quite yet. U.S. 80%.
Now here we go, napalm making its way through. This could clear things out as the USA, the Dignitas side, look to clear those forests. Here comes in the napalm, and those 3-4 shots are going to go down as they hit the deck in the middle. Four men become two very quickly. And look at this, Dignitas fighting for this northern point here. As they make their way forward, it's a case of, can Dignitas circle this area up here and make the most of it? They're trying to push forward, but these small soldiers are giving it their all to hold on to this, because the USSR, if they lose this, they're out of it, and the German all-star team fall apart. The two circles go yellow, the infantry go head-to-head, and Dignitas are on the verge of a map victory here. They're coming in from the right and the left, and are desperately looking to take this map in the win.
Almost 90% for the U.S. right now. Simply unbelievable. They're absolutely dominating right now. Using the infantry, using the airborne. Brilliant moves by the U.S. They came in, took the bridge out right there, shifted in, and came around, flanked them from the west. That's all they had to do here in hometown. 13:30 remaining.
Germans firing in the napalm strike there to no effect, but a second one comes in here, and that will clear out a couple of the American soldiers. However, they're in real trouble. The Dignitas side are just too many to handle. The Russians are simply outnumbered. As they make their way forward, it will be a question of, can these small red numbers hold their ground? Now, looking at the overhead map, you can see that the Germans are being surrounded in this area, as the Americans just have absolute control. This straight across part of the map is completely in American control. Dignitas have this map in their back pockets, and they just need to finish off the job. The resistance is minimal.
And that's going to be all, folks. 12 minutes 44 remaining. The USA doesn't need it, though. Leaders, of course, top three. The USSR actually walks away the top leader there. Tribu, 671 points, but Dignitas, of course, with the next two leaders, 652, 625 points, respectively, for No Obster and Lowlife.
So, Team Dignitas win the first map convincingly after just 7 minutes. Will the Germans rally for the second map? Please don't go away, because after this short break, we've got the next map. That's Farmland. See you in 3.